Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome. I'm Coach Ben. So today we're going to look at another attacking game by the attacking genius Mikhail Tal. So he's the wizard from Riga, and playing black is Wolfgang Ullmann. That is the coolest name ever. I wish my parents had named me Wolfgang, then I would be Coach Wolfgang. So let's review some of the things we talked about in the previous two videos. So first, and the attacking zone is like this, and white has an extra rook and an extra queen in the attacking zone, so that's a signifier that you might want to attack. Now, we said there are three factors you look at when you want to attack, and those are material, mobility, and king safety. So material, who's ahead in material? Well, let's just take a look and see. We can see that white is behind by a pawn, so that's a vote to attack. When you're behind in material, you should probably be looking for an attack in order to justify your loss of material. Otherwise, black is just going to trade everything out and grind you down. So, one vote to attack. What about mobility? Well, this is a case where just looking at development is not accurate. We said that this development is just a crutch, so let's take a look. White has 3 pieces developed in his king castle, that's 4, and it's his turn to move, that's 5 tempi, whereas black has 3 tempi. So according to that, white should go on the attack. But if we look at the mobility, white has 42 legal moves and black has 41 legal moves. So that's almost equal, so that is not enough to justify an attack. So our mobility, despite the lead in so-called development, is actually about equal, so that's a vote to maneuver. What about king safety? That's the third factor, king safety. Whose king is safer? Well, let's take a look. White's king looks safer. Why does white's king feel safer? Because he's tucked behind his little security blanket here, so he feels all nice and snug and warm over there, whereas the black king hasn't castled. And furthermore, I've got a piece that's attacking squares around that king. So white has a big lead in king safety. So that's another vote to attack. Now let's do a quick review. We said there are 4 types of moves you're looking for when you're on the attack. There's no little algorithm that can tell you what the exact best move is, but we can try to find what the best type of move is. And what are the types of move we should be looking for here? We said there are 4 types of moves you're looking for when you're on the attack. One is to create a direct attack or a threat. Another would be to bring another piece into the game, into the attack. Another idea is to sacrifice material. And the fourth one is just simply to win material. So in this game, which move did white play? Tal played the great sacrifice knight to f5 double exclam. So what happens here after he takes the knight? Now you can see there's a line opened up for the rook on the open e file. Not only that, the knight got out of the way for the queen, so the queen can invade as well. So he played rook to e1 check, another type of our attacking moves. Bring another piece into the attack. Black blocked with bishop to e6, and now white played queen to d6. Well, what does this move do? It invades into the position. Maybe someday I'd like to play queen to e7 checkmate. I can't do it right now, of course, the knight would take me, but it's in the air. Also in the air might be rook takes e6, a sacrifice. Another idea here is I'm just simply getting out of the way so I can bring another piece into the attack. And then I would have a threat of queen to d8 leading to a checkmate. Notice the pin on the knight that can't take me there. Black played pawn to a6. Now the next move I think is very difficult to find. So there's a certain hierarchy when you're attacking. So the number one objective, of course, is the king. You want to attack the king. But if you can't attack the king, who's the next highest valued piece? That's the queen. So it goes like you attack the king, and if you can't attack the king, you attack the queen. And if you can't attack the queen, you attack the rook, and so on and so on. So white would like to continue attacking the king, but there's no good way to continue that attack. So what he did was he attacked the queen. These retreating moves like this are hard to find. So what's the idea? After the queen moves, he's rearranged his bishop to form a battery with the queen and the bishop, and queen to f8 check is, there's nothing that can be done about that. He tucked the bishop, queen f8 check, king d7, and he's going to win the rook over here on a8. He could take it right now, but good technique is to improve his pieces first. He gave a check, and then he took the rook, and black resigned here. It's a little early to resign, but he's all tied down. This knight, for example, can't move, or else you lose the rook over in the corner. And so black, a little bit early, but he's got a losing position anyway. But I guess he didn't want to be tortured for another hour, so he resigned this game.